Wedding vendors, what's the most unsettling thing you've seen that the couple thought went unnoticed? I've been a wedding photographer for over a decade, capturing everything from tipsy bridesmaids to grooms who bolted before the vows and family disputes that turned banquet halls into battlegrounds. But nothing shook me like the Ellington wedding last October. Amelia was breathtaking, a bride who glowed from every perspective. Julian appeared to be the doting partner, always brushing her shoulder during meetings and completing her thoughts. They opted for my deluxe package without a second thought. "Cost is no issue," he said, clasping her hand. "Only the finest for my darling." During their engagement session, I noticed Amelia would glance at him before responding to my questions. When I asked about her gown, she hesitated, then looked to Julian. "She's going classic," he answered for her. "Timeless beauty like Audrey Hepburn." The first warning sign came during the venue tour. Amelia suggested taking photos by the riverbank. Julian chuckled and dismissed it. "She's terrified of water," he confided to me later. "Trauma from when she was a kid," but I'd photographed her playfully wading in a city fountain just weeks before. On the wedding day, I arrived early for prep shots. The bridal suite was a whirlwind. 7 bridesmaids, 2 aunts, and a hairstylist weaving her expertise. Amelia sat motionless as they fussed over her, gazing into the mirror with hollow eyes. "You're absolutely stunning," her cousin Beatrice beamed, securing a sapphire pendant around her neck. Amelia touched the pendant faintly. "This was meant for Mom," she murmured. "Well, Mom's gone now," Beatrice replied briskly. "And Julian insisted on this one." That's when I spotted it. A small violet mark on Amelia's shoulder, expertly hidden with concealer. I kept snapping photos, but my gut twisted. During the ceremony, I positioned myself to catch unscripted moments. Julian's vows were eloquent, filled with promises to shield her, lead her, fulfill her. The guests swooned at the perfect cues. But through my zoom lens, I studied Amelia's expression. When the officiant asked if anyone objected, her eyes flicked to the side doors. It was fleeting, but I captured it. The reception flowed seamlessly. First dance, cake slicing, garter toss, all on cue. I was packing my gear when I overheard voices from the cloakroom. Through a narrow gap in the door, I saw Julian clutching Amelia's arm. "You humiliated me during the father-daughter dance," he snarled. "With all that sobbing, people will think you're ungrateful." "I was thinking of Dad," she whispered. "Your father's gone, I'm your family now. Start acting like it." Instinctively, I lifted my camera and shot through the gap. The flash was silent, but the moment was frozen. His grip tight on her arm, her face contorted in pain. They didn't notice me. The next day, I reviewed the images. Among 800 radiant wedding photos was that one gut-wrenching frame. I stared at it for hours, torn between professional ethics and moral duty. I recalled the bruise, the vacant stare, the glance toward the exits. I made duplicates and drove to the police station. Officer Daniels heard my account, studied the images, and took my statement. This could be crucial if she ever speaks out. 7 months later, she did. Amelia filed for divorce after Julian landed her in the hospital with a fractured arm. My photograph became key evidence in her restraining order case. The judge glanced at that wedding day image and issued permanent protection orders. At the hearing, Amelia's attorney asked if I had advice for couples watching. "Notice the moments between the smiles," I told the camera. "That's where the truth hides." Amelia sent me a note last winter. She's remarried now to someone who brings her joy instead of fear. "I still shoot weddings, but I observe differently now. Some love stories are radiant. Others are just polished deceptions."